congregation of Wahiawa will now begin our monthly service for our founder, Konko. Please join us, and happy Mother's Day. 기도하이리. Mediation Prayer, page 2 of your prayer books. Let us seek the sacred mediation of young Konko Daijin, sincerely and wholeheartedly, each and every day. May we receive the mediation manual with all our heart and souls on this day, this very moment. Ikirami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikirami Konko Daijin Sama. Ikirami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikirami Konko Daijin Sama. Purification Prayer, page 2. Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine parents. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of your divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings and irreverences from past generations. Guide us and amend our way of living to reflect your divine will with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you. Coming prayer. Reverently we pray. The brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth, and flow as years pass without end. In heaven and earth the life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth the truth that orders all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us praise and shake and Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami, the divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many not knowing the way are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes, great is Kami's sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast with faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing and began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray. The divine parent's great wish was fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation, that is the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day he held the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth, and he in our coming long night finally pray for those who grieve, seeking salvation for all who suffered, and healing at the dying of death. The years passed, the world changed. He did not waver from his task, the divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sacred teaching of this gift, the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of becoming Konko. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way, through all the hardships of this world, to heal body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to come, without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far. The way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living unaware of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live by faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in our divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Coming is fulfilled in us, we are fulfilled in coming. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in the world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so we earnestly pray. We bow heads in prayer.
Sashi prayer for multi service, we can be Konko line. We can be Konko line, some Kenchi by no concern. A divine universe. On behalf of Konko, Wahiawa, I ask you, we want to say a following prayer. We gather here today, the monthly service, the family Konko line, on this day, May 10, 2020, through the observance of the service, we seek to extend our deep appreciation and acknowledgement of the divine work, contribution, and eternal presence of Konko, who has been set to world through the determined Tenchikai no Kami, a divine universe. We solemnly acknowledge the divine Tenchikai no Kami revealed humanity in 1873. Tenchikai no Kami stated, although people live between heaven and earth, and our Kami's blessings, shrines, temples, and houses all stand on Kami's mind. Without knowing this, people constantly in directions and this respect to Kami. They suffer hardship due to the offenses. Tenchikai no Kami has sent Konko Rising to provide blessings and teachings, so the mankind may prosper. Kami is Kami because of man, and man is man because of Kami. Both are fulfilled through this mutual relationship. Through the family Konko Rising, we have become enlightened to integrate the Tenchikai no Kami, a divine period, and have enjoyed blessings in all aspects of our life. We extend our deep appreciation for the work of our divine period, the salvation of humanity. This divine function has been kept by the generational spearhead of Konko organization in the last 161 years. This year marks the 6th anniversary of the founding Konko organization. It also marks 137 years since his departure. We extend our prayer and appreciation for the official services of divine mediation, the 5th spiritual head, taking control. We pray for his good health and continue engaging in service as a principal divine leading. We also extend our thanks to the ministers who have dedicated their life in spreading Konko prophecy of many places throughout the world. The founding minister of our church, the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, was initiated into the Konko case and able to become Konko minister through the tourism mediation of the Reverends Masayuki and Kiki Kotaro, the Konko Mission Honolulu, and dedicated in a mission work in Wahiawa for 32 years since 1984. We extend our deep appreciation and hearty gratitude for enabling us to publish the operation of this church in the last 80 years. Yet through the divine guidance and arrangements, as well as the support and help all the people who have ever established confidence to this church, and the help all the Mitama Spirit, the Konko Wahiawa has come thus far. We sincerely ask our divine Pure again Konko and Mitama Spirit to continue to help and guide us in the practice of this naturalization of the beautiful salvation through our practice of peace and divine guidance and a further expansion of the Konko testimony in Hawaii. We will be trying to be mindful of any awful blessing such being provided in kind of time, and try to extend our acknowledgement and appreciation of blessings which we may take for granted, whether it is the water we use, the food we enjoy, the air we breathe, the land we live on, natural resources we utilize, the job we have, the family we perpetuate, and all our normal body function and abilities. All elements of life are possible through the grace and love of our divine Tenchi Kaino Kai. Through our practice of peace, we are being received blessing in a personal and social lives, which try to characterize the teachings of divine Tenchi Kaino Kai in our peace. We accept our place here today. There are many offerings, services, many forms, and prayers before you, as tokens of great appreciation and deep faith gratitude, the blessing we receive. Thus, we remind ourselves that the Konko line is there to help us, aid us, and guide us to be able to overcome any hurdle in life. That found always between his daily prayer. For the people of the world, pray to get Konko line with a sincere and single heart. Please fulfill whatever we touch me now. Please forgive our negligence and ignorance of the success blessing we may fail to recognize and appreciate, and grievance and offenses we might have committed knowingly or unknowingly. Please help us to reform our hearts to unite with the heart of our divine Tenchi Kaino Kai. We earnestly pray that all peace and harmony will prevail through the actualization of the divine message, justice. No as are there blessings of heaven and earth, which enable people to live. How shall our people become aware of the blessings of heaven and earth? The having Konko like be born throughout the world, for the sunshine in every country without exception. We continue to extend our prayers for places throughout the world that are experiencing hardship due to not justice, crime, poverty, famine, for governance, pollution, and any other elements, and especially the stabilization of the confused social life due to the coronavirus pandemic, and regain our normal lives. Divine Tenchi Kaino Kai, please allow us to be a service to you, in helping others as a most expression. Thanks for the blessing we'll be able to enjoy.
Now you and you will eat. ที่เราให้ดี
Thank
recitation of Tenchi Kakitsuke, page 6 of your prayer books.
池上金光大臣天地金の神真に願いおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼め
Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's presence begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day we pray. 池上金光大臣天地神の神真に願いおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼め Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day we pray. Prayer for the ending of the novel coronavirus pandemic. 池上金光大臣様、天地金の神様、池上金光大臣様、天地金の神様。We offer our hearts of appreciation for your love and virtue as we are allowed to live in this very moment. Currently, a pandemic is rapidly spreading throughout the world. The novel coronavirus pandemic is causing much concern and anxiety among people and nations. Thus, we offer our hearts and prayers to you for this pandemic to end as soon as possible. Sadly, there are those who have lost their lives because of this virus, and we put our hands together to pray for their spiritual peace and happiness. We also pray for those who are infected by the virus to quickly recover and heal completely, in order that they may continue to contribute to society and the world. We pray for political, economical, and educational reform, so that all the anxiety, distrust, and blame we may have been harboring will dissipate, and we will be blessed with the return of social order. For those that are suffering in the midst of this pandemic, please allow their hope, faith, and livelihoods to be restored. Thus, now more than ever, we commit to renewing our hearts of appreciation, having our heart of Kami, praying for and guiding others. May we all be awakened to your truth, that a faith that helps others helps ourselves. Please use us to help you in this global endeavor to end this pandemic and bring peace to the world. It is our sincere prayer that the people of the world, all your children, will not only have peace of mind, but also live happily, safely, and in good health. Konko Daijin sama Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama. Adoration Prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer toward earth's Christian heat, giving amid such gifts of Kami's great giving, how happy and grateful we are. The mediation of Kami Konko Daijin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the Divine Parent embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limits through all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami, we honor the power of Kami. Shintoku Sanji, page 29.
新徳さん。仰ぎますれんば天高く仰ぎますれんば天高く拝みますれんば私し神の恵みに生かされる身の幸いをありがたき我が生き神の本当に次一人も隠れ時のなく天地の神の御守りとき近きの隔てなし神に慈しみはよろずやみ あまねく道で果てしなくかんあからいわくすしくで人の思いと及ばざる我ら今月今日やび祭りてひたすらに神の御影をたたえ祭らん神の慰霊を仰ぎ祭らん
気を入れ気を入れMitama prayer, page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you are given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will remember eternally your life from generation to generation, honored as the foundation of our society and the roots of our family. Through the mysterious workings of Kami, you enter the Konko faith. You walk the way of Konko rising, respecting the will of the divine parent. You amass great merit of your faith to take into the world beyond and live towards sinners. Our gratitude is boundless for your loving favors. We rear you as ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you to stand by us, each and every one. We see the favor of Kami and help us fulfill our tasks as people without failing. Protect us, guide us, change us, that we may endure the way of faith, that we may hand down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. 一度入り 立教神殿この塀切り境に声はい差し止めるからその分に承知してくれ外影をいたし農業へで人が願いで呼びに来戻り願いが済みまた農へでまたも呼びに来農業をする間もなし来た人も町両方の差し支えに相なるなんと影をやめてくれぬかその方42歳の年には病気でしも手を離し心配いたし神仏に願いをかけて伝会いたしその時死んだと思うて欲を離して天地神の神を助けてくれ家内もご気になったと思うてくれご気よりまし胸言われ相談もなり子供連れてぼとぼと農業をしよってくれこの方のように実に丁寧神信じいたしうる事故が世間に何本も難儀なう事故あり問い次助けてやってくれ神も助かりうじこも立ち行くうじこあっての神神あってのうじこ繁盛いたしつえづえ親にかかり子にかかり愛をかけよで立ち行くLet us all read page 70. Divine message received on November 15, 1859. With the completion of the sacred staff, I will end your farming career. Please understand. When you are out farming, the person at home has to go out and call you whenever someone comes to give a request. And after you relay the request, you have to go back out again. You have to keep going in and out of the field. This gives you little time for farming, and the worshipper must also wait for you. Both you and the worshipper are being inconvenienced. Won't you stop farming? When you were gravely ill at 42, the doctor gave up hope. Everyone worried about you. You prayed to the kamis and buddhas and were blessed with complete recovery. Regard this event as your death. Dispel all desires and assist Tenchi Kahinokan. Also, your wife should consider herself a widow. It is better to being a real widow, as she can still talk to you and discuss matters. She should take the children with her to the farmer. There are many people like yourself who have sincere faith in kami, but still have many problems. Help these people by performing meditation. This will help kami and save people. People exist because of kami, and kami exists because of people. Thus, kami supports people as kami's children, and people support kami as their parent. There will be eternal prosperity to Ayukakeo, mutual interdependency. Good morning, everyone, and happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful mothers and Okasa. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for always being there for me and being healthy and smiling and always happy. So I really appreciate everything you did for me since I was a baby and up until now. I have a life. So I know all of you have somebody in your life, or people in your life actually, that were a big impact to you, and maybe your biological mother or mother figures. Today is a special day, and to appreciate them, and not only today but also every day we should be appreciating them. Recently I went to the store and I tried to pick out a Mother's Day card, and you notice that there isn't only a card for mom. I find that there were cards for auntie, sisters, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, and people with two mothers. And I also saw one coming from a dog to their human mom, so I thought that was really cute. So all these special people, well, there's a card for everyone, so I thought that was really amazing. And also for people who have passed on and not able to celebrate their presence, we can always go to the altar or to their grave and offer our thanks and still communicate them in our daily life, because I'm pretty sure that they are watching over you daily. And they're still worrying about you, they're still concerned, and they still want you to succeed and be happy in their spirit form. So we can always communicate with those people in our lives. My mother, she had always told me that there were 4 parents. We have 4 types of parents. Or actually, four parents that raise us to be successful human beings. And they are Umi no Oya, Sodate no Oya, Oshie no Oya, and Oyagami-sama. So I wrote it in kanji, so you can, I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but the first one is Umi no Oya. Basically, that's the parent that gave birth to you, so your biological mother. This is the parent, Sodate no Oya, the parent that raised you. So obviously somebody changed your diapers, somebody fed you milk, somebody spoon-fed you when you were a baby. Because believe me, there is not a single human being out there, a baby, that fed his own self. And even the 4th Konko-sama, Reverend Kagamitaro Konko, said, there's no baby in the whole world that changed their own diapers. Nobody. Can you think of one? Nobody. So we're always, somebody had always been there to do that for us until we became independent. So that's the parent that raised us. But they may not necessarily be our biological parent, right? It could be our auntie that changed our diapers and fed us, or like our grandma. But this was the parent that raised us. The 3rd parent is Oshie no Oya. Oshie no Oya means the parent that taught us many lessons, disciplined us, taught us our homework, and just life lessons. And they may or may not be our biological parent once again. They may be there. Some people even have a favorite teacher that really was a great influence to them in their life up until adulthood too. So then the last one is the Oyagami-sama. Oyagami-sama is our divine parent of the universe. And this is an incorporation of everything, all the blessings that enable us to live. Showing an example. That just yesterday when I was going to work, I was listening to NPR radio and Hawaii Public Radio, and they're showing, but I heard a story about this lady who had a child at 17, and everyone around her was saying, get an abortion, don't raise that child, don't give birth to that child, that child's going to suffer in the end, or saying all these negative things. But that 17-year-old mother was like, I don't care what you all say, I'm going to give birth to this child and I'm going to raise it the best I can. So she carried the baby to term and she gave birth safely. And she said when she gave birth to this child, she had never experienced a love so deep in her life. She didn't even know this kind of love exists. It was absolutely unconditional. And she was determined to do whatever it takes to raise this child the best she could, and was determined to give everything this child needs and wants. So I know, that's why parents spoil their child, because they love them so much. You get it? I get it. So anyways, this child, one day, she didn't look so well. He didn't look so well, and his face became pale. So the mother was panicking. The baby wasn't his usual self. So she drove that child to the emergency room, which was 15 minutes away from home, if you're not speeding. But that day, it took her only 5 minutes to rush to the ER. And she said that time she was so worried about her child. She didn't even care about red signs, the stoplights, stop signs. And she just ran right through it. She didn't care. She wanted to get her child to the ER, get medical attention right away. And that's the true heart of a parent. And that's the exact kind of heart that Kami-sama has for each and every one of us, regardless of where we stand, regardless of socioeconomic background, regardless of our orientation. Kami-sama loves each and every one of you, just like the example of this 17-year-old mother who wanted to do everything for this child. And the ER doctor said, you know what, the child basically, the heart had stopped, and they were able to thankfully revive the baby's heart. And the doctor told the mother that if you hadn't rushed in the time that you did, this baby would not have survived. So he's glad that he did that. So I was like, oh wow. And even my mom says, you know, only when you have your own child, only when you give birth to your own child, will you ever really, really know the true love that a parent has for the child. And this is the same love that Kami-sama has for us. And that's why there is a Miyoshe, there's a Konko teaching that says, women are closer to Kami. Faith starts with a woman. When I was younger, I kind of misinterpreted that. I thought, yay, women are like number one, we're the best, we're awesome, we're closer to God than you. Boys, right? So, but there was a meaning behind that. And that's the meaning behind it. How women are closer to Kami because of, especially mothers, I think, are closer to Kami-sama. Because they have to carry a child in their womb for like 9 months, right? Not knowing, having no control over the baby that's going to be born. They don't know how it's going to look like. They don't know if it's going to be healthy or not. They don't know when it's going to pop out, well, unless they're induced. But it's like it's growing. Something inside of them is making the baby grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Who's feeding it? You know, who's providing all the nutrition? And if the mother thinks about all these kind of things that are beyond her control, you just can't help it but to think there must be a higher power working out there. And that's how they become closer to Kami-sama, I believe. And also, not after the child is born, after the child is born, the mother also would worry about, gee, will this child survive the first year? Will this child grow up to be a responsible adult? And all these worries, the mother has to worry about the child throughout the whole life, you know? Not only when they're children, even when they're adults, parents have to worry about them. Like, oh my God, my child's 40 years old and he can't solve his own problems. But that's what a parent is. That's how Kami-sama is too. Kami-sama will always pray for you, love you, and try to guide you, just like a parent. I remember watching a TV show, I think my mom watched it too, where she saw almost like a 90 or close to 100-year-old man. His head was all bald and he was really frail, but then he had a son who was like 70, or 60 or 70, and he was stroking his bald head. His son's bald head is like, oh, my cute son. So no matter how old they are, the child will always be very cute and precious for the parent. So that is the heart of a true parent. And that is also the heart of Oyagami-sama, the heart of Kami-sama. Will always love you no matter what. No matter what. But try to be good, because you're going to make Kami-sama worry more for you, and you don't want to do that. Please. Kami-sama always loves and provides. So let's do something for them. And let's also do something for the other 3 parents, the mother that gave birth to you. You may not live with her, the person that gave birth to you may not live with her. You may be adopted. But yet somebody gave birth to you. Somebody carried you in their womb until you were safe enough to give birth to. Somebody changed your diapers, somebody fed you milk, somebody raised you until you were independent. Somebody was there to teach you lessons in life. So even if it's just one of these people that you respect them today on this Mother's Day. One special memory I have of my mother is when I was a kindergartner, and Rodney Sensei, my brother Rodney Sensei was in 2nd grade, and my brother David Sensei was in 4th grade. We're all 2 years apart. So I remember my mom always picking us up from school, walking. So my dad drops us off at the car, and when school was over, my mom would come pick us up by walking.
And when she'd come pick us up, she always had with her a yellow jug, a yellow plastic jug of homemade orange juice, because we're too poor to buy. And then also homemade crackers. Everything was homemade. And now that I think of it, I'm so appreciative of that. You know, it tasted so good. She even put ice cubes in it because, you know, it was really hot. And those were the really humble days that I remember and really feel true love of my mom. But anyways, she come pick us up from school, and right next door from the school, Kala Elementary School, is the Wahiawa Youth and DeSoto Mission. And the Wahiawa Youth and DeSoto Mission, right across the big road, California Avenue. Yeah, right across the road was a grassy patch, and it had nice cool breeze and like a tree, so it provided nice shade. Every day, when my mom came to pick us up, we just sit right below that tree on that grassy patch, right across the street of the Wahiawa Youth and DeSoto Mission. And if you know the Wahiawa Youth and DeSoto Mission, yeah, there was a Jizo-sama, you know, the Jizo statues. And my mom would always stand there, put her feet together, and just ojigi, gasho, you know, gash. And you think, we're not even Buddhist, and why are we praying to a Buddhist statue? Why are we praying to the temple? But I didn't think anything. I couldn't even think. I was in kindergarten, so I just followed her. I was like, okay, Okasan's doing that, I'll do that too. Arigato. So after we did that, we sit down in the grassy patch and we'd eat our snacks. My mom would take out these plastic cups and the Mickey Mouse plastic cups, and she'd pour us orange juice and then homemade cheese crackers, and they were so delicious. And those are really good memories I remember my mom. And in that manner, she showed us her faith. She also taught us, what she showed us most importantly, that wow, Konko Kyo is really a religion that respects with other religions. And you think that wow, since we are Konko Kyo and only Konko Kyo, that like why would we, you know, bow and pray to another religion? But that's the whole universal, all-encompassing nature of Konko Kyo. We respect all religions. You know, if you take the Bible, the Christian Bible, the Quran, the Buddhist teachings, and then the Konko Kyo Kyoten, you put it all together and you ask my mom, which one do you respect most? My mom would say, I respect them all. But of course she would follow the teachings of the Konko Kyo Kyoten. She would respect each holy book because they are all important to the people who follow them. And we totally respect that. And I respect my mom's faith. She never said, you know what, the Konko Kyo Kyoten is the best. Don't follow any other religion. All the other religions out there are bad. She never said that. She said, you know what, Katsuko-chan, you have to respect every religion. They're all important to the people that follow them. So you have to respect them. I said, ah. So I'm really thankful that my mom taught me this really broad-minded, open-minded way of life. And to me, that is the biggest asset that she can ever give to me. It transcends material wealth. She doesn't have material wealth to give to me after she dies. You know, people might have like these beautiful rings, diamond rings and jewelry and like these trust funds that they all give to their kids when they pass away, but my mom doesn't have any of that. My mom has faith. And faith is priceless. You can't put a price tag on that. Because, you know, material wealth, it can be stolen, it can be used up, and then after all that, what do you have left? Nothing. And if you don't have nothing, then life is gonna be boring and meaningless. But my mom, she provided meaning to life, and she taught me that. So I'm really thankful for that. And only in this age, I'm 38 years old, only in this age do I realize that. It took me that long to realize that. So I hope you can all realize this. People in our lives are always there for a reason. They have protected, guided us, nurtured us with love and care and kindness. Today is Mother's Day, and I just want you to go to that person and just say thank you. Thank you so much for all your love and guidance. And really savor those moments with those people in your life, because one day they will be gone. Well, who knows? I might be the one that goes first. Who knows? But really savor those moments and honey, say thank you in a true sense. And not only say thank you, do something for them. You know, your mom cooks. Say thank you for cooking, Mom. It was so delicious. The food was so good. Thank you. Help her cook. Help her wash the dishes. She washes the dishes all the time. Help her. You know, she does the laundry all the time. Help her do the laundry. Fold the clothes. Kick out the trash. Do some chores. Just be there to just help each other out. And your life will be more fulfilled. Your life will be more meaningful. And then when they come that they do part from you physically, you'll only be left with good memories of them. And I think is that everything? Yeah, and so that kind of ends my sermon. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow is Monday. Monday will be our free mask and toilet paper giveaway. We have 50 packages. I call it COVID care packages. And it also includes the COVID-19 prayer sheet. We only have a limited amount, but we'll be distributing them right outside our church in the front yard from 12 noon till when supplies run out. So if you know anybody that needs a mask and some toilet paper, let them know. We'll be there. Sunday. Yeah. Well, we do have the time set from 12 to 3 o'clock, but maybe, I'm not sure, maybe the supplies might be gone by then, but if not, we'll be here till 2 o'clock. And also after this, 11 o'clock, you can tune in again, and we'll do another origami session, Mother's Day special. So to have your origami ready, and also a pair of scissors too if you can. Okay? Thank you so much again for listening. I hope you have a happy Mother's Day and a happy new week. ありがとうございました。
Morning. Thank you for joining today's service. When I listened to Ignatius's speech, I remember one episode about the minister of my native church in Kawanoishi, Ieihime. He always
always say, when you try to answer Konko Kyoface, try to become a parent and become engaged in fun. Becoming a parent means parent takes care of a baby, takes care of a child. With the caring of children, there's no parent. Parent is giving care. And become a farmer. Farming is depending on the given condition of heaven and earth, rainfall, sunlight. We can control. Actually, Tenchi, the nature, takes care of us. They're being taken care of. With the caring of the parent giving, there's no farm. So, becoming parent, giving, caring, and getting engaged in farming is to understand, to appreciate the giving of Kami-sama. So caring, it represents Kami-sama's work of giving, and through becoming engaged in farming, we can appreciate giving of Kami-sama. So it's very reasonable to become a parent, become engaged in farming. You can appreciate true nature of Konko. When I was very young, I happened to say to my parents that for feeding a baby milk, we should have a gadget to automatically feed baby with a or mother. Then when I say this, my father baka because parental a child can become grown up. So you can find out kind of this is a baby bottle and just feeding to the baby. It's okay, but it's not the way how a parent cares. So the first caring of mother is the privilege of a mother. Breastfeeding is given. Kami-sama's given food to the baby. The first divinely blessed food to the baby. So caring very without caring, any parent can become parent. Konko-san once said to a person, when you nowadays we use only throwaway diapers. In those days, we try to wash every time. So when we change the diapers, it's dirty. But when you try to change diapers of baby, think of your mother who changed your own diapers. Then you can appreciate your mother. So if not caring, all of us become adults. So we don't want, we have been given, so we become grown up. I just want to introduce one teaching. This is from the Goikai number 2, given to Goka Keishi by Konko-san. On my way to the Hiromai, I found that the Takahashi River was full due to heavy rains. Carrying an umbrella and a box lunch, I crossed the river by boat with 2 ferrymen and got soaking wet. When I told Konko-san about this, he said, your wet body can be easily cured by drying, but a sick body cannot be cured that easily, since the sky will clear tomorrow, your clothes will dry. Then in a revelation, heaven is the sky and earth is the ground. People are born between heaven and earth, and when they walk, they tread on the ground. Our large river flows with water. Heaven is above it, and earth is below it. No matter how much you dig the ground, earth shall always be there. water flows between heaven and earth. Kami is in heaven, in earth, and in water. Tenchi Kami is like a pill. Depending on timing, you not let go of your hand. There is nothing to be afraid of. You will not die. If you think it's hopeless, instead of looking at the water, look up and pray to Hanji. This is a quotation. Please join me for a prayer for the coronavirus pandemic. Through the virtuous power of the founder, Gary Konko, I sincerely and single-heartedly pray that the pandemic will calm down as soon as possible and will regain the normal lives we might take for granted all those years. Thank you very much. Giyami Konko Dai Jinji Hai no Kami Shinni Nai Wahiawa ga Kokoro ni Nami Kongetsu Konnichi de Kame Giyami Konko Dai Jinji Hai no Kami Shinni Nai Wahiawa ga Kokoro ni Nami Kongetsu Konnichi de Kame. Number 2. Page 224, number 45. 224, number 45.
Okay, we'll now be reading Gorikai number 2, page 224, number 45. What can you see? Oka-san.
45. In marriage, the couple's heart must be compatible. A weaver should marry someone whose heart is compatible. As the way of faith broadens, the possibility of marriage will also broaden. Animals also take their own kind.
Go ahead.
46. When I went to the Hiramai in 1867, Konko-sama said, "You are thinking of living your life alone, but people will say that you'll be without children. Kami will disapprove. Not having children does not reflect Kami's heart, so go and find a husband. I'll make you look 10 years younger. Think that you are 21. At the end of 1868, I consulted Konko-sama and got married. On New Year's Day of the next year, my husband and I went to the Hiramai to offer thanks. Konko-sama told us a husband and wife should be like a pair of chopsticks on a table. Therefore, I will bestow the name Honshin Daimyojin to the husband and have him gain virtue."
47. People have festivals for the village kami by beating taiko drums and celebrating a lot. But for Tenchi Kare no Kami, from whom people receive divine blessings every day, they only light a single candle on service days. Cook some white rice and offer it with some fish salad. Your children will then ask you about it. After you explain, they will become aware of Tenchi no Kami's divine grace and will come to respect Kami as they grow older.
48. The 9th and 10th of the month are service days for Kami's caretakers. Kami does not use foxes and badgers as his caretakers.
49. Konko-sama don't have the Hiromai constructed by a small amount of money collected for people who aren't rich. It will usually come. Try and help people throughout Japan. If a person with thousands of chests of gold is sick, donating one chest of gold would be that nothing to him. When I gave a donation, Konko-sama said, just write monetary offering on the envelope. If you write the amount, you will receive blessings for only that amount and no more.
Thank you, thank you. Hi.
もう入っています。おはようございます。Good morning, everyone. ただいまから歌を歌わせていただきます。We're going to sing a song, 4 songs. As usual, 新人の栄光 page 57, 新人の道を、ヨヨの親は、Shining Shimmering Light. Oh with a heart caught up and down and worry. I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear. Still within my heart, still I know, even one as small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives. We lie down and ready to surrender when times are hard and it seems so dark. Just knowing each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives. ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. かわいい子。
はいはい。
闇本校来天地神の神死に願い
おかげは我が心にあり、今月今日で頼め。闇本校来天地神の神死に願いおかげは我が心にあり、今月今日で頼め。
thank you very much for joining us for our service. Join us again at 11 o'clock. We're going to have another Origami Mother Day special. So thank you very much. And now we'll also have our okage sharing amongst our family. So amongst your family or at your altar, think of the okage that you received for the week. And let's pray for another awesome new week. Thank you. Take care.